Hey guys, I'm Vanya, the channel's RC Alley, and in this quick video we're going to be talking about this ESC that's installed in my B4.2. The ESC in question is a Rocket TS160 version 2. So the ESC is meant for 1/10 or 1/12 scale cars. It has a turn limit of 4.5, so you can't really run a 3.5 or a 2.5 turn motor. I don't know why you would though, but yeah, it's on the cheaper side. So one of the local guys here started a company, It RC, and this is one of the products he's selling. I figured I'd give it a shot and see how it is. So the ESC is pretty much everything you'd expect from a race ESC, as far as, you know, it has a BEC that you can adjust 6 to 7.2 volts. It has like all the adjustments in it, like brake, drag brake, frequency, so everything you'll need. And yeah, it's I got some notes here real quick on it. It's got a 32-bit processor, which I think when Macklin's or McLean, whatever they're called, when they came out, they were advertising that. So I think it's really cool that this comes, or that this ESC comes with 32-bit processor for the price that it is. So currently it's about 120 and then 140 US dollars if you get the program card too. And that is another cool thing about it. It does come with a program card that you adjust it through, versus like clicking through the setting or through the set button. Those were awful back in the day. And then the current on it, the continuous current is 160 amps and burst 760, which is pretty crazy for a 10 scale ESC. So as far as the feel of the ESC, it feels really good. I mean, it's linear, it's smooth, so that's really all you need. I mean, the brakes feel really good on it. Now, I still run Reedy in my race cars, and comparing it to the Reedy, I would say it's really similar. It's not too far off. It's not worse, but it's just a little different. I would say it has a little different feel to it. And then in the B4.2, I like it a lot. I don't think I'm going to change it out anytime soon. You know, I was trying it out to see if I like it, and then I do, so I will leave it. I'm not sponsored by anyone, so I'm not, you know, required to run a certain brand or whatever. So yeah, this I would really recommend this ESC, especially if you're like starting out in the hobby and you don't want to spend a whole bunch of money. Well, this is, you know, as good as it gets for the price. I don't know many other ESCs that are better. And then the construction of it, here, let me get a quick close-up. I'm trying to get the camera to focus. It's having a hard time, but the little you can see the construction of it, it's all aluminum. It looks awesome. I wonder how well you guys will be able to see this. It's just not focusing for some reason. But yeah, it's awesome. Like, it's all aluminum. It does come with a fan too. I took it off since I'm running a 17.5 motor. If you were running, let's say, a 5.5 or a 6.5, a fan would probably be a good idea, but it's not being pushed all that hard at the moment. Alright, here I have it plugged into the program card, and I'm just gonna run through it, the general settings. So, forgot how to do this. Gotta remember. Oh, okay, that changes it. This is what we're gonna leave it on. Send it, and hopefully now I can run through the options. Okay, so there we go. What type of battery, cutoff voltage, ESC overheating. So if you don't want your ESC to overheat, you can enable at what temperature you want it to shut down. Motor overheats, same thing. I'm not sure how this would work without a temperature sensor somehow on the motor, but it is an option. I'm not using this though. Neutral range, pretty much every ESC has to have that. BC voltage, so you can change that from 6 to 7.2. Motor rotation, counterclockwise or clockwise. Pretty much all ESCs have this. ESC motor link, I'm not sure what this is, and then back to normal. So as you see, it's pretty basic. I haven't played with the more advanced settings yet. I did change the frequency, the drive frequency and the brake frequency, but that is it. So as you can see, it's a cool little program card. It's cheap, it works really well. The screen on it is bright. So that's awesome if you're in a well-lit area or outside in sun. It's kind of easy to see actually. And then when you're in blinky mode, it blinks this cool purple, and actually it has really cool colors on the button. And as far as the button, it feels very solid, not like it'll go out anytime. And then as far as wiring, everything comes on solder. Basically you get few pieces of wire, or one long black wire, one red wire, and the capacitors are separate, so you do have to solder everything yourself. And then as far as packaging, this is it. The camera will focus. Pretty simple, but looks good. Alright, there you have it guys. Rocket TS160 version 2. Awesome ESC. The only problem I could really find with it is that if you're trying to run a super light 17.5 car, this ESC probably isn't for you, because it is a little bit on the heavier side, especially compared to the tiny hobby wings, but it's really not all that much heavier than let's see, Reedy, Macklin, I can't remember one more. The Tikans are quite a bit lighter than it as well, but most of those ESCs, they're a little bit more expensive, so it makes sense that this one is a little bit bigger. But for like a four-wheel drive or a mod car, not a problem. And honestly, I don't like my stock car to be super light, so if I ever have an ESC go out in the near future or in the future, this is what I'm replacing it with. I think I'm done spending, you know, $250 on an ESC when you can get the same performance for half the price. So yeah, the ESC is good. It comes with this cool little program card that works great. Now the program card is on the larger side again, like the ESC, but that doesn't bother me whatsoever. It still fits in my radio case really well. Alright guys, I'll leave the link to the ESC in the description below if you want to pick one up for yourself. I highly recommend you try them. All the It RC products that I have tried so far have been exceptional. The servos are unbelievable. The ESC is awesome. I have really nothing but good things to say. Alright guys, again, in the description below where you can buy this ESC. If you've liked this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you next time.